Welcome to Dumpster Rental Business Live Podcast, Episode 5. Episode 5. If you in here, drop some comments, let me know. How everybody doing? I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Let me know how I'm sounding. Drop some comments. Sheldon, how you doing? I'm trying out this new microphone, so y'all let me know how I'm sounding. Jay Dennis, what's up? Sounds good. Wolf the Prophet, what's up, man? How I'm sounding, y'all? Everything good? I got this new mic. I haven't tested it. If I'm being honest, I have not tested it. Sounds good, bro. Mocha Missile, what's up, man? Nia Vlogs, yo, good sound. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sound like we good. I know I said I was gonna start at 7:30. I'm a few minutes early, but I was anxious. Today, man. I'm be honest with y'all. I get a lot of questions about, how much should you charge? Hey, made it to a live. Josh, what's up, man? Yeah, so I get a lot of questions about how much should you charge? How much does it cost? Operating costs, overhead costs. So I'm going to go over my numbers that I do. I run every single month. Now, before I get started, it's two things. It's two type of costs. It's two main costs. That is the overhead costs, and that is the operating costs. Now, for those who don't know what that is, overhead costs is basically what you pay a certain amount of money. Berto, thank you. I see you. I appreciate it, man. So your overhead cost is basically what you have to pay. It's a certain amount of money that you have to pay monthly, no matter how good or bad your business is doing. So if you make $0, you still have to pay these overhead fees. If you make $10,000, you still have to pay these fees. And then you have operating costs. What does it cost to run your business? So I'm gonna do a breakdown of my business, and you guys should be doing this breakdown too. And if you got one dumpster, if you just starting out, man, learn from my mistakes. Track all this stuff from the beginning. When I first started, man, I was just going with the flow. And granted, I'm all for that, right? Like, go with the flow, jump out there, get started, and but track your stuff, man. Track your stuff. Absolute MMA. What kind of truck do you have? I have a 2005 Ford F-150. But I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before I jump into details. I don't want nobody to miss it. But yeah, man, track your stuff in the beginning, man. If you got one dumpster, start tracking how many people you tell no. Track how much money you spending. Keep a good thumb on that. Keep a good thumb on that stuff, man, because you're going to be trying to go back and figure out. Excuse me. You're going to be trying to go back and figure out. I use QuickBooks. Dump that dumpster in us. I missed your comment. What you said? Dump that dumpster in us. I use Trello and QuickBooks. It's amazing. Yeah, definitely. How much weight can you carry with your dumpster F-150? 4,000 pounds. So 2 tons. Brian Smith, ready to get laced. That's what's up. Give it let me see, what time is it? Give it one more minute before I start getting into my numbers. And somebody emailed me. I appreciate what you do. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Also recommend getting a business account. Yes, sir. Needing advice on Google page and what to put on TGE free platforms for advertising. All right, Mocha Missile, just remind me before we get out of here. remind me, I'll give you a few tips. So somebody sent me a video of somebody sent me a YouTube video, and it was basically a video about how much money. It wasn't my video; it was another YouTuber, and how much money can you make? And they sent me that video, and they asked me, was it true? And to be honest, I'm not sure if you're in this chat. To be honest, I don't know if it's true or not. Every city, every state is different. What I pay for overhead, another business may have different overhead fees. What I pay in operating costs, it may be different. I currently use Intuit self-employed app, works great. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all keeping track from day one. Keep track of all this stuff, man. Keep track of all this stuff. Which is better, gooseneck or hitch? I can't answer that honestly because I never had a gooseneck, but I have heard they are better as far as like maneuvering, and getting in tight spots. That's what I heard, but I can't really give you an honest opinion on which one is better because I haven't used a gooseneck, not yet at least. All right, so it's 7:30. So let's talk numbers. Let's get into my numbers. So like I said, you have your overhead and then you have your operating costs. Like I say, for those who don't know, overhead is basically what you have to pay per month, no matter how good or bad your business is doing. Also, operating costs is basically what you have to pay to operate your business. So the first expense that I have when it comes to overhead is general liability insurance. General liability insurance and workers' comp. Now, some of you may not need workers' comp if you doing this self-employed route. But I hired myself as an employee, so I got workers' compensation insurance. So with that and general liability, I pay $54 a month when it comes to insurance. Then I have commercial insurance. Now I'm gonna be honest. When I first started, I didn't have commercial insurance. I kind of felt like I was flying under the radar, so I didn't get commercial insurance when I first started out. But as I'm growing, I definitely needed that. So my commercial insurance is $196 per month. That's what I pay per month on my commercial insurance, and that's just basically, as far as like your U.S. DOT number, your commercial insurance on your truck. I pay $196. Now yard space. Now some of y'all, okay, so yard space. I use my backyard for my trailers, for my dumpsters. I use my backyard. I do dabble like in the middle of the summer. I may get a storage yacht just to be in the middle of the city. But for the most part, I use my backyard. But I also charge my business $400 a month to use my backyard. And I actually got that advice for a CPA. A CPA actually told me, because at first I wasn't charging my business anything to use my backyard. And a CPA advised me that is, now y'all, I'm no tax expert. Y'all go talk to your own CPA. I use 1-800-ACCOUNTANT. That's who I use CPA wise. But they advised me to charge my business to lease out my space in my backyard. And basically I came up with $400, which is like half my mortgage. So $400 I charge my business to lease my yard space. I mean, so basically that money is coming back to me, but some of you may have to actually go and get a storage unit if your backyard is not big enough. So you definitely got to worry about yard space as an overhead account, as an overhead expense. Some of you may want to get like a brick and mortar building or something like that, but rent, land, that's definitely going to be an expense you're going to have to look at though. The next thing I spend overhead wise is my CPA. I pay $2,400 a year, which comes out to $208 a month. So $208 a month is what I pay my CPA, but they charge me a whole year. I'm not sure if they can do it per monthly. I think it was cheaper. I can't remember, but I believe it was cheaper to pay the whole year up front. So it was like $2,400, but when you divide that by 12, that's $208. So those are all my overhead costs. Now, this is why I stress. So with those fees, that brings me to $858 a month on overhead. We're gonna get to operating in just a second, but overhead, that brings me to $858 a month. This is why I stress that you should not start this business with debt, because imagine if I had a truck note, that would be another additional $400 to $600. Imagine if I had some debt on the dumpster, that'd be another $300 to $600, because those bills you got to pay no matter what, no matter if your business is doing good, no matter if your business is doing bad, you got to pay that truck note, and you got to pay that dumpster note, whatever they call it. But that's why I stress in all my videos. I stress, you know, if there's no need to go in debt for this business. Like if you get into this business and you want to have like the big truck roll offs, just put in. I recommend just put in a little time, a little work. Start small and grow your way up there. There's no reason to acquire debt, because if I had a truck note and if I had a dumpster note, or if I had any type of debt, that 858 would jump up real quick. So that is my overhead. That's why I pay for overhead expenses. Let me see. I'm not missing questions. What's better, rent out a dumpster or taking out the trash yourself? I'm not sure what you mean, Alex, but I'm gonna say rent a dumpster is better. Electric cuts. What's up? All right, so that was my overhead. Now let's talk about operating expenses. So operating expenses is going to vary from, city to city, state to state, county to county. That the operating cost is going to fluctuate a whole lot. So let's just go down my list. So gas, I spend $120 a month on gas, and that fluctuate too. So it can go from anywhere between 90. The most I ever spent was 120. That's why I put it 120 a month. But the less I ever spent was like, I want to say 75. So been there, dumped that. I took the finance route, been in the game for 15 days. Oh, you fresh in, man. You fresh in. Congratulations. You got to stay busy though. Make sure you keep that debt down. But yeah, so operating costs, gas is 120. That's the most I ever spent in gas, was $120 a month. Now, truck maintenance. So your truck is not going to break down every single month. Well, let me not say that, because it can go wrong and it can literally break down every single month. But you may go 3 to 6 or even maybe a year without you actually having to do any type of major repairs on your truck, right? But for me, I put up $200 a month for truck maintenance, whether that be oil changes. I change my oil myself, but most of the maintenance parts like tire rotation, oil changes, flushes, I do all that myself. The main reason why I put $200 a month is for larger repairs that may happen. So if a starter go out, I know I got it covered. I don't want to say a few weeks ago, my first major repair that happened was my battery went out, and that cost me about $119. So your truck may not need any major repairs for maybe a year, depending on what type of truck you have. But me personally, I like to put a set amount of money aside per month, just in case a major repair do happen. So I put $200 a month for my truck maintenance. Now, trailer tires. Here's another expense that also fluctuate. So you may go a whole week and not have a flat tire, but then the following week you may have 4 flat tires. So to me, I feel like a good average for my business, $220. So on Amazon, you can buy a set of 4 tires, tires only. I think it's is it a set of 4 or 2? I can't remember, but it's a set. It may be 2 or 4 for $220. Matter of fact, I know what it is. It's 119 for 2 tires, for trailer tires. For my trailer tires, 119 for 2. And every time I get it, I just get 4. So that's $220 a month I put aside for trailer tires. Now, granted, I may go a whole month with no flat, so that money accumulates. Or the next month I may get a flat tire at least once a week. So that kind of fluctuate. But me personally, I like to be prepared. I don't want to be caught with my thumb in my ass, when something go wrong. So even though trailer tires, it fluctuate. Sometimes you can get away with it, sometimes you can't. I still put $220 aside a month just in case. Because with 220, I know I can get 4 tires. Another thing that I do is I know I told some of you, but I recently hired myself as an employee. So I'm at the point in my business to where I'm not concerned about making. I'm gonna get to the taxes. I'm gonna get to the taxes in just a second. So I'm at the point in my business to where I'm not concerned about making more money. Granted, I feel like I do okay financially, but I'm trying to learn how to put people in position so I can step away from the business. So I recently just went through this whole process of hiring myself as an employee and just trying to figure out, okay, you know, if I was to hire somebody, what would they need? How would they need to operate? Like I'm putting together this training manual. So that's what I'm personally working on with my business. So I recently hired myself as an employee for my business and I pay myself $400 a month. I know that's kind of low. Like I don't no employee is going to come in and want $400 a month to get paid. But I basically just did it so I can see like, okay, um, I can send out direct deposit. I send myself direct deposits. I'm testing, should I pay weekly? Should I pay bi-weekly? So I'm testing different things so I can put myself in a position to step away from the business. So another operating cost is employee costs. And at this time for me is $400. Now, dump fees. Let's talk about dump fees. Dump fees. So my dump fees are pretty expensive. They pretty up there. So I pay $1,425 in dump fees per month. That's on the worst case scenario because, like I say, sometimes if I pay 95, somebody pull it off, or I can pay 30 and I can unload it myself. But I got that number just doing 95, $95 my dump fees. So that's my dump fees. I pay 1,425 per dump fees. Now, and I also do accounting. So I think I told y'all my CPA is $208 a month. Yeah, I told y'all that. But so that brings me out to $1,965 operating costs. So $1,965 plus 858, that brings me to $2,823 is what comes out for me to fully operate my business and be successful in my business. So that's what I pay a month off of 3 trailers, 3 dumpsters. And to me, that seems kind of high. And the reason why it's high is because dump fees. Them dump fees is killing me, man. I wish they would. I honestly, I haven't talked to nobody yet that has cheaper dump fees than me. I don't know why my city. I don't know. It pisses me off. That's one thing I wish I can change. So them dump fees is nuts. Let me see. Let me catch some of these questions. What type of insurance do you need, and what type of insurance do you need? Ed Castle. So I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Like I say, I'm always transparent. When I first started out, I didn't have anything. But now I have general liability insurance. You need general liability insurance just in case you hit somebody's house or, just in case you fuck up something. You need general liability insurance, and that's pretty cheap. Don't let that discourage you. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheap. What's the most you ever made in one week with your 7 yard dumpster and 150? Um, the most I ever made, and this is rare. This is very, very rare. One time in the summertime, I was able to pull off um 5 1-day rentals. I was able to pull off 5 1-day rentals, and that's rare. That's rare. So I think that was roughly about 2 grand. So I was able. Speaking on 2 day rentals and 1 day rentals, let me just tell y'all: the more dumpsters you get, okay. So the how can I put this? So the more you can do 1 to 2 day rentals, the more profitable you'll be. But the more dumpsters that you get, the less you can do 1 to 2 day rentals because you by yourself. So you can't be going to pick up 5 to 10 dumpsters. That's all 1 to 2 day rentals. So the more dumpsters you get, the longer you're going to have to do your rental duration. You also have to put down money for taxes. Yes. So my net profit, whatever my net profit is, I pay whatever my net profit is, I pay 15.3% in taxes. So whatever I net profit after every dumpster, every single sale, whatever I net profit, I put aside 15.3% of that. And that's what I pay in taxes. I keep finding new landfills, starting out paying 85. Nah, I'm 15.35, same weight. Yeah, $85 is on the high end, man. I don't know why they do that. Have you thought about renting your trailers? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, I'm not sure what you mean. Like rent them out and let people drive them? No. I'm in Georgia. Progressive said 20K yearly for a hook lift. Damn, what type of hook lift? What type of truck? Teresa King, can a female do this job? Absolutely. Absolutely 1000%. To me, I feel like the biggest obstacle to do this business is for me, right? It was learning how to back a trailer. That was the biggest obstacle. So I don't think that's a female or male thing. Uh, like I just feel like it just comes down to driving skills. So uh, yeah, it just comes down to driving skills, Miss King. So a female can absolutely do this business. If you know how to back a trailer, then you'll be good. If not, then go practice. So I had to practice, and it took me a while to get used to it. Ever hit six figures? I'm not sure what you mean. Ever hit six figures off a 7 yard in 1 week? Nah, that's kind of impossible. F550. So Progressive is charging you $20,000 a year for commercial insurance. I would shop around. That sounds a bit extreme. Do you have a rental agreement that the customer signs? If so, can you share it with us? All right. So the rental agreement is not that complicated. I get that question a lot. It's odd because to be honest, it doesn't. So basically, what you got to do, man, is think of it this way: when you want to make um, a contract, basically the same thing that you tell the customer over the phone, just put that on paper. That's it. So if a customer calls me and they say they want a 7 yard dumpster rental for 2 days for 235, and I tell them, okay, you can have it for 2 days for 235. There's no refunds if you don't use it. You can't put this in there. You know, the customer says, okay, she's going to put that in there. Just put that on paper. It's that simple. It's not complicated. It's no secret or nothing like that. Just put it on paper. Just put it on paper. The conversation you have between the customer and between you and the customer, just put it on paper. And use Square. Square can generate contracts. Rocket Lawyer generate contracts. It's a lot of people that generate contracts. So just Google contract template and just create you one. 17K truck and truck and dump trailer, big techs. Man, that sounds kind of expensive. Are you talking about the insurance, Ernest? Driving in your mindset. Yeah, 1000%. Dump that dumpster rentals. 1000%. Uh, the mindset definitely, but I don't think it's a gender thing. Going back to Miss King, I hope I got your name right, Teresa King. Going back to Miss King, I don't think it's a gender thing. Um, I just feel like if you have the right mindset and you can back up a trailer, then I feel like you can do it. And there's some women that drive eight them big semi trailers, so I know it's possible. How many dumpsters do you have? I have three. Bet. Good looking. No problem, Jay Barber. Use the chain and skid method to save on dump fees. So electric cut. So actually, in my city, that make my dump fees higher because it's $30 to dump and then it's $60 to get it pulled off. So, if I manually unload, it's 30, or if I had a dump trailer or a roll off, it's 30. That's why I'm going the roll off route, but it's actually higher. It costs more money to get it pulled off. I meant, have you gotten? Oh yeah. I'll be that absolute MMA. Yeah, I'll be there to come January. I'll be there come January for sure. Who do you use for insurance in Georgia? Uh, I use Nationwide for commercial. I use Progressive for auto, and I use Next for liability. But yeah, so this business can be, man, like this business can have a lot of operating costs that fluctuate. Like when it comes to numbers, man, and this bothers me. I'm gonna be honest. It bothers me because it just fluctuates. I like to have a pattern. I like to have a pattern. I like to know what I'm getting into. I like to know what my number's going to be. But it just fluctuate. It really just fluctuate, man, because the landfill can go up on dump fees at any single time that they want, or they can go down. You may go a whole month where you don't get any flat tires. You may go a whole year where you don't have to pay for no truck repairs. So these things, these numbers do fluctuate, and I just like that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So roughly, it cost me $2,823, and that's operating costs and overhead. So um, and after my net profit, let's talk about paying myself for a second. How much should you pay yourself? Uh, so for me, I typically pay myself between 32 to 50% of my net profit. I feel like that's a good amount number. You can go higher, you can go lower, just depending on what's your plans, how you want to do it. But me personally, I pay myself 32 to 50% of net profit. What's good, Long Island? What's up, man? I pay $40 a ton in my area. Yeah, man. See, that's cheap. $40. That's not bad, man. I wish I had those dumb fees. I wish I had those dumb fees. Now listen, just sold my car and I'm about to purchase my cousin's truck, 2013 Ford F-150. Congratulations, Jesse. Good luck. Good luck. Now, let me tell you, I've seen a lot of people. Uh, so I've seen a lot of people start this business, and believe it or not, man, I get a lot of emails. People that started doing this business, they probably like 3 months in. I never talked to anybody that's been doing it longer than 6 months, but like 1 to 3 months in, and they want to sell me their equipment because they can't do it. Um, and I ask them like, why do you feel like you can't do it? Why do you want to sell your equipment? They ask me, do I know anybody want to buy some equipment? Who should they sell their equipment to because they just can't do it? This business is not, listen, y'all, it's simple. It's simple to get started. Like, it's simple to get started in this business, but it's very difficult to do two things. A, get in the door. It's very difficult to get out there and be an established business. It's difficult, but it can be done. Just require patience. And B, it's difficult to maintain. So a lot of people get in this business because it's so simple. It's so simple to get into. But a lot of people fail because they're not patient and they're not being strategic. You know, if you starting in your first month, you not getting no calls, the phone's not ringing off the hook, be patient. Somebody emailed me wanting to sell all their equipment. They first of all they brought four, which I recommend don't buy four if you don't know what you're doing. Just buy one. But he brought four, and he said he's not getting any calls. and he want to sell his equipment. My first response was like, well, it's the winter time and it's about to be Christmas time. Like just be patient and just keep going. You know what I mean? Like I know it's difficult. It's gonna be difficult. Like don't just assume that you can jump in this business and make all the money that you want. Macklemore, what's up, man? JRE junk removal. Wolf, so off 3 cans, how much you bringing in a month average? So, all right. So, net and gross. All right. So here's my goal. I'm gonna give you my goal and what I do average. So with 3 cans, I like to rent those out. I like to rent each one out 3 times a week. So that's 9. Matter of fact, did I write this down somewhere? Did I write this down somewhere? That's a good question. Yeah. So I like to rent my dumpsters out 3 times a week, and I like to rent them out 3 times a week. That's my goal. If I'm under 3 times a week for each can, I'm not satisfied. You know, so that'll bring me in about 8 gross. If I do all 9 cans 3 times a week, that'll bring me in about 8 gross. After dump fees and maintenance and all that, that'll be about 5K gross. I mean 5K net after all my dump fees, expenses, and all that. So after 3 cans, that's my goal is about 5. But it's been weeks where I hit 1K, and it's been weeks where it's been 5K. It's been weeks where it's been 6K, 7K. Um, but if I just had to put an average, like an average, I would say roughly about 5 gross and 2 net, 2K net, 5K gross and 2K. I mean 5K net. I mean 5K gross and 2K net. If I had to put an average on it, but my goal is like 8 net. I hope that answer your question, man. Thanks for what you do. Helps me out a lot. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem, Jesse. Do you rent trailers to people in the hood without driveways? How do you find out if they have driveways or not? And if they don't, what do you do? So I rarely get people in the hood. If the hood, they doing some type of house flipping. But I always Google map the address. So Google map the address. You can always type in the address in Google Maps, and it'll show you the front of it. But I rarely get people in the hood. Most of your clientele is going to be middle class to upper class type of customers. Do you use your own truck to pull the skid? Nah, my landfill doesn't require that. And that's rare too, right? Like there's some landfills where you can put a stake in the ground and you can tie your train up to that stake and you can just drive forward with your own truck. But that's rare. That's rare that that ever happens. I mean, that's rare that landfill does that. So my landfill don't. I would love to make 250K a year. Yeah, man, it's possible. Just put in the work. Put in the work. JRE 2 day rentals. Yes, 2 day, 1 day rentals. Those are my. Sometimes people need 3, but if I can rent it for 1 day, I'm excited. If I can rent it for 2 days, I'll take that. 3 days is kind of like pushing it, and I don't do no more than 3 days. I know some people do like 3 days plus $5 per additional day, and after I just did the numbers and the calculations, and that's why I tell y'all to like track this stuff because after I started tracking it, that $5 a day just wasn't worth it to me. So if I tell a customer after 3 days, you got to rebook it, and depending on what type of mood I am, I may give it to them for like 10%, 20% off. But after 3 days, you just got to rebook it because if a customer have your dumpster for, let's say your customer have your dumpsters for 3 additional days, and they pay $5 per day. So in that 3 days, you only made $15 to where a customer could have rented that out for an additional 3 days and you could have made 250, 260, whatever you charge. So 3 days max for me. That's it. I do 75 for an extra day. Yeah, that'll make them like, hurry up and get your dumpster back. That's a good price. I thought about charging. I thought about charging more, I thought about charging an arm and leg for an extra day, but I just tell them up front, 3 days, and that's it. So What size trailer bed dimensions do you recommend using the F-150 to pull the trailer? Stay under 14 foot long. So 10 foot to 12 foot. Don't go over 14 foot. I hope that answered your question. Who was that? Justin Ford. Yeah, so stay under 14 foot when it comes to the size trailer. $5 extra per day. That's trash money. I mean, yeah, definitely. But you will notice a lot of dumpster rental companies. That's what they do. A lot of them do that. I ain't gonna lie, I did it in the beginning, but it's the average is $5 to $10 per extra day. You're not gonna call too many dumpster rental companies, and it's gonna be more than $10. So a lot of them is gonna be $5 to $10 per day. But see, they're probably at a point to where they have enough dumpsters to where they can actually sell them. So, if you don't have that many, then you need your dumpsters back ASAP. But a company that has 20 dumpsters, they don't need that dumpster back ASAP. In fact, you probably doing them a favor the longer you keep it because they don't have to rush back and go get it. So, what days and times do you go live? I try to do them Tuesdays at 7:30. If anything, if everything go right, I don't have anything planned. Tuesdays at 7:30. If not Tuesdays 7:30, definitely on Thursdays at 7:30. But I try to get them done Tuesdays at 7:30. So how do you rent to a customer that doesn't have a driveway? I mean, I put the dumpster where they wanted it. So if they want it at their front door, I fucking put it at their front door. If they want it on a curb, I put it where they wanted it. I never had a customer that didn't have a driveway. I lie. I did have one particular customer. Um, it was just like a lot full of grass. It was a weird type of house, and like the whole front was just grass. And shit, I just parked it on the damn grass where they wanted it. I made them sign a grass waiver. The grass wasn't all that anyway, but I made them sign a waiver, and I just parked it there. But that was the only customer that didn't have a driveway. But if they don't have a driveway, um, ask them where they wanted it, and wherever they wanted it, put it there. How do you secure your trailers? Electric cuts. Just get you a trailer. Just get you a good, nice little hitch lock. Get you a hitch lock, trailer lock. I seen some people do the what you call those things, the wheel boots. Get you a wheel boot off Amazon. Let me see how much they cost. Cause I've been wanting to get me one. Let me see how much them wheel boots cost real quick. Or wheel locks. They call wheel locks. Let's see how much they cost. I think I'm gonna get me like two of them. Yeah, so like on Amazon, they are a two pack is for $47. You can get two wheel locks. You can put it on the wheel and you can just lock it up, and it's $47 for two of them. Or you can get one for $26. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get these. I think I'm gonna get these. Yeah, you can get these and some a regular hitch lock, and that should do the job for you. All right. How many hours you put in a day at work? It depends. If everything go right, I say about 4 to 5 hours. If I'm having a bad day where I'm catching flats and truck is breaking down, or you know things is going not going well, I can say about 6 to 8 hours. Sell them at U-Haul. Yeah, they do sell them at U-Haul. Why do you only charge $5 an additional day, not more like 50 or 100? I don't do that. I don't charge $5. I was saying that there's other companies that charge $5 per day, but I only do 3 days, and 3 days is my maximum time that I will rent it. And after 3 days, you have to either rebook it. rebook it, and depending on how I'm feeling, I may give you like 10, 20% off, depending on how I'm feeling. Yep, Home Depot have them too. Wheel boots like 80 and the locks like 70. The wheel boots I'm looking at, they like $47. I'm pretty sure they good because they got good reviews. So, and it's a 2-pack for 47 on Amazon. Brawling on a budget. What are a few things you don't want to haul for your customers? So I don't take brick. I don't take concrete. I don't take shingles. I don't take. That's pretty much it. Concrete, brick, roofing shingles, and yard waste. I don't take yard waste. I don't take yard waste. Those are the only things that I don't take. How much do you recommend to charge for a 6-yard dumpster? Tell me how much is your dump fee, and I'll probably give you a bar range. Dump fee in Central Jersey is 106 per ton. Oh damn! Finally, somebody got me beat. There's no way I'm in Georgia and I pay 95. See, that's what I'm telling you. My dump fees are so crazy. I'm in the south of the south and I pay 95 and he pay 106 all the way up north. And I know they say the north is a higher cost of living. So that's crazy to me. Here in Fort Worth, you can rent a 20-yard for 180 for a week, but it's Republic service. Republican services charge $280 for a week for a 20-yard. Man, y'all must got some cheap dump fees. Y'all must got some cheap dump fees out there. Wow. Republic service, they usually are they usually Republic service and waste management, they are usually the most expensive ones. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. If they charging 180, I don't know, man. That can't be right. That can't be right. They can't be right. Your dump fees gotta if they charging 180, your dump fees can't be no more than like $10 to $15. If your dump fees $10 to $15, then I can see them charging 180. But if the dump fee's not that, then damn, I don't know how the hell they charging that because a company like that, man, you gotta imagine they overhead costs and operating costs, insurance and all that. What part of Georgia? Yeah, I take drywall. I take drywall. Okay, so with drywall, that's a great question, JRE. That's a great question. Drywall, um, if it's like a small project, like a bathroom, I'll take a bathroom drywall. But if they doing like an entire house, then no. So if somebody want to do drywall, I typically get asked them like, okay, well, what type of project are you working on? You know, if it's a small project of drywall, I'll take it. But if they doing a lot, then nah, I don't. My dumping fees are $33 a ton. What should you charge for a 13-yard? All right, so let's go over real quick how much you should be charging. And this is simple. This is simple. This is simple. This is simple. Uh, all you have to do is first off, every single dumpster company in your area within a 25-mile radius, y'all should have a list of how much they charge per dumpster that you have. So for me in my city, I know what the top company charge for a 10-yard dumpster, and I know what the mom and pop dumpster companies charge for a 10-yard dumpster. And basically how I charge is I'm not going no more than $50 over, or I'm not going no more than $50 less. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is figure out what other companies is charging in your area for your dumpster that you have. If you have a 7-yard, compare that to a 10-yard. So if you have a 7-yard, compare that to a 10-yard. So find out every single company in your area, find out how much they charge for a 10-yard dumpster. And whatever they charge, you can either don't go over $50 or don't go less than $50. You can if you want to, but that's just a good rule of thumb that I use. I don't go over $50 or I don't go less than $50 from what other dumpster companies charge. So it's a dumpster company near me that charge 260 for a 10 yard, and so my 7 yard is 230. So I'm $30 less. I won't go no lower than that. So that's all you got to do when you're trying to figure out how much you should charge. The reason why I say don't go no less than $50 is because you don't want to sell yourself short. You want to be in that ball range. What parts of Georgia you work in? I'm down in Savannah, Georgia. Would you prefer power engine or electric for trailers? So I've been doing my research. As some of you know, I'm getting into the roll off game, and I think I'm going to start with uh the electric. You mean battery operated? You mean battery operated, right? Have you ever thought about pallet flipping business? Nah, I mean I've seen it, and I've came across of it, but that's one of those businesses where you got to live in a perfect spot to do it. So dump fees are $35, but they own the landfill. Oh, so go to a. Oh damn. Oh damn. It's crazy. I got a Republican Services landfill out here, and they expensive. They like 160 minimum. You can bring 500 pounds, and they charge like 160. But damn, if they own a landfill, are you sure they charge 180? That don't seem right. But damn, if they charge a 180 and it's $33 a ton, I would charge like 220, 230 for the 7 yard, man. One thing about one thing about Republican is that they got bad customer service, so you can win your customers over like that. Waste management is who charges 106 per ton. I called and got that price. Dump fees in my area are just under 38. Yeah, that's a good dump fee. That's a good dump fee. Man, y'all got some good dump fees. $100 per ton, but they won't pull it off. If they won't pull it off, then I recommend getting a dump trailer. I recommend getting a dump trailer anyway for this business. Like, I recommend getting a dump trailer anyway because you don't have to worry about that. So if they won't pull it off, I mean, if you want to put in a little sweat equity and unload it yourself, stack you up some money, then get you a dump trailer, by all means. But if you got the funds, go ahead and get you a dump trailer. How do you go about dealing with a customer that fills your dumpster up with stuff that you don't haul? So, I mean, you get that all the time, man. And at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do about it, be honest with you. It's not like a customer. So if you tell a customer you don't take concrete or brick, it's not like they're gonna fill the whole entire dumpster up with concrete or brick. But what they'll do is they'll put that stuff all the way at the bottom so you won't see it. You know, every time I had a customer that put something in there that I don't take, it was always at the bottom. Or sometimes they get disrespectful and throw that shit at the top. And if I catch it before I leave their property, I usually set it back down on their driveway. Waste Management said they charge a $70 surcharge, but the lady on the phone couldn't tell me if that was charged every single time you go dump. Yeah, Waste Management sucks, man. You just got to go up there and talk to them. Rico Stew, what's up, brother? Where you get your trailer from and how much? I got it from Northern Two, and I think I paid around 11 to $1,300. It's called Northern Two. Is where I got my original one from. How much do you recommend for a 6 yard dumpster with $40 per ton dump fees? So a 6 yard dumpster, you're not gonna be able to get a ton in a 6 yard per dumpster. I mean a 6 yard dumpster. You're not gonna be able to get a ton. So you're gonna get about that can probably hold about 1,500 pounds. General household stuff. It's about 1,500 pounds is probably what you can get in there. So and it's gonna cost you. I'm pretty sure they got a minimum. So I probably would charge. I would charge anywhere between 200 to like 220 for that 6 yard dumpster. Or if you want to do like 1 day specials, you can do like 195 for 1 day, you know, 210 for 2 days. You just gotta play with your prices. Um, but it's a good thing you can. That's a good thing you got that cheap dump fee because you can play with your prices. So, and it's gonna be rare that you're able to get a ton in that 6 yards. So, do you think it's better if you have a CDL for dump business? I'm not sure what you're asking me. I mean, I feel like a CDL is great in general. If you got a CDL, I mean, you got experiences with driving, you got experiences, back in trailer up. You don't need a CDL. You don't need a CDL to do this business, but having one is always good. You know. Do you take floor tile or any other kind of tiles? It depends on the size of the project. Like if they doing an entire house, no. If they doing like 1 bedroom, yeah, I'll take it. Your rental fee, do you go based on the state average of dumpster rental business? No, I go on the average, not the state per se, but I go on the average through uh, what everybody else is charging in my city. So what everybody else is charged, I'm averaging that. Do you have an LLC? Yes. Where to shop for dump trailers? Um, you got Big Tex, you got Texas Pride, you got SLE Equipment, you got uh, damn, there's one place out in Florida I can't think of right now. Man, it's a place out in Florida. Top Shelf Trailers out in Florida. I guess it really just depends on where you at. I already been through the CDL stuff. Never again. I can imagine, but at least you got the experience though, man. Some girl in my area is charging $100 a day. How is she making money? Um, if she charging $100 like day rentals. If she charging $100 for 1 day rentals and she got cheap dump fees, she gonna be making a lot of money. Um, if she can get them, if she getting it rented 5 times a week, 6 times if she don't mind Saturday. So if she can get it rented 6 times a week, and it's just her. Let's say she's got one. She rented 6 times a week. That's 600, and she pay $100 in dump fees. She got $500. Um, and if it's just her, and she's not trying to grow, and that's what she just paying herself, then I see that all the time. Like I see people in my city that advertise on like Facebook Marketplace, and for a 7 yard they charge like 175, 180. And I ain't got nothing against them, but when people charging that low, it's impossible. It's gonna be impossible to grow. So I'm never too concerned about people who charge really low. Like because they're not gonna be able to grow. You can't. Now, granted, sometimes you can run specials. Like if you want to run a special 1 day, you know, run a special the next day or a couple of times a month, whatever. But somebody who consistently charge a low price, they're never gonna grow. And ultimately, while I'm trying to take my business, they're not concerned to me. So I wouldn't stress it. Uh, Jersey, I have three. Max D and PJ trailers both make great dump trailers. Yep, yep. I forgot about them too. Max D. Yep, I heard great things about Max D. 8,500 for a roll off trailer, but no roll off included. Is that a good deal? What's how? Well, number one, how long is the trailer? What's the trailer length? Number two, what is the trailer brand? And you said it don't come with the dumpsters, so I would need to know what's the trailer brand and how long is the trailer. Have you ever been stopped by DOT? No, no, I haven't. Quick marketing tip. If you can haul shingles, I DM every roofing Facebook marketplace and now I'm booked for 10 days with the R4 dump trailers. Yeah, that's a great marketing tip. That's a great marketing tip. Great marketing tip. Yeah, them roofers love it. Them roofers, man, they love them dump trailers and hey, I know a guy. Literally, I know a guy, and he got a dumpster rental business, and that's all he catered to is, um, that's all he catered to is roofers. Literally, like that's all he catered to is roofers. So yeah, that's a great marketing tip for sure. I'm building a trailer to rent as a dumpster. It's a bit big, but it's what I got. I have about 1,300 in it when I'm done. If I were to buy a smaller one, it would be 3,500. It would be 3,500 to buy a smaller trailer. What city you in? That sound kind of high. If I'm being honest with you, I'm over $2,000 and I have been in it for 3 weeks for real. Rent my dumpster speedy, man. Congratulations. Keep going, man. Keep grinding. Just keep putting in the work. Just keep going. Don't stop. Always think about, the money is great. Always think about how you can constantly grow, expand, you know. Do you have business insurance? Do you mean like liability insurance for business insurance? If that's what you mean, then yes. I'm starting the dumpster business in January because of you and Martin. The information y'all both going got me hyped. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Good luck. Good luck to buy a similar one. Oh, okay. Okay. You said it's big, so that makes sense. And I'm working swing shifts. That's what's up, man. You putting in. So that mean you're gonna grow quick because you don't have to use all the money to live off of that you're making off your dumpster in the business. So that's what's up. I'm at 3,700 at 15 days. That's what's up, man. That makes me happy seeing everybody, that's sticking in it, and making money and getting to it. That makes me excited, man. That really makes me excited. Some of y'all don't know, man, but I get a lot of flack. I get all type of emails, and I think one day, no time soon, but I think when I get enough, I think one day I'm just gonna make a video and just show y'all all the emails I get from like people that's I guess been in business for a long time or whatever. They hate the fact that I tell people to, start small, and grow big. Or, if a utility trailer is all you got, go they hate that I tell people that. They want you to go out, use some debt, get you 10 to 20 roll off trailers. That's how they want you to start because that's how they started. And they don't want to see anybody, work their way up from the ground up. So I get emails all the time, man. It's ridiculous how much emails. I'm gonna do a video and put them all on blast one of these days whenever I'm feeling petty enough. Like they just email me and say, man, stop showing people this, stop teaching people this. The correct way is to, you know, have roll offs. No dumpster should be on wheels. I get all that, man. It's crazy. I'm about to get some jobs with the city. Hurricane left us a lot of damage. Congratulations, man. Yeah, that's what's up. Sound like you out there working, man. Dump that dumpster rentals. Sound like you out there working. Sound like you out there working for sure. Did you ever slime your tires? Did it help with the flat tires? I haven't. I haven't yet. I haven't had one yet. I remember you told me that. Well, it might have been on previous podcast, but I remember you told me that. But I haven't tried it yet. But I did buy me some. Yeah, I did buy me some. You definitely motivated me, my dude. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. That's why I do these to help y'all. Remember, man, if y'all got questions or if y'all need some insight, follow me on IG or shoot me an email, and I will help you the best I can. Post a video of those emails. Trust me, I definitely will. I definitely, I'm definitely gonna post a video, man, of all the emails I get of just like, you know, you shouldn't have a dumpster. A dumpster is not on wheels. A dumpster is a roll off. Stop teaching people this. It's crazy. The simple fact that they watch my video, take the time to go find my email, and then take the time to email me that. That's crazy. Hey, bro, I've got two dump trailers and I'm having trouble renting them out. Any pointers? Um, yeah. I guess I have a few questions. Number one is how long you been in business. Like, if you new in business, then that's absolutely normal to have trouble. That's number one. Number two, What city are you in? Are you up north where it's snowing? Or um, are you somewhere where it's super cold? That can play a point in it. Number three is the holidays. So it's if don't be too concerned about renting them out. If y'all slow in the wintertime, that's normal. Now, if we get in the heat of the summer and you having trouble renting your dump trailers out, that means it's something you doing wrong. But right now, it can be so many variables. It's Christmas time. People want to start saving up. Do you have a Google business page? Do you have an online presence? Do you run Facebook ads? Um, do you post on Craigslist? Do you put yard signs up at the Home Depot or the Lowe's? Like it's literally so many things. Shoot me an email, man, and you can find my email in one of these videos, one of my previous videos. Shoot me an email or follow me on IG, and I can kind of help you walk through it. But it's not just as simple as getting two dump trailers and posting them on Craigslist. There's a lot of things that go into it. You live in Virginia, so I'm not sure how the weather is out there in Virginia, but like I said, shoot me an email, man, and I can help you walk through a few things. And like I say, uh, it's enough business out there for everybody to be busy. So the dumpster rental industry is not a business to where it's like I'm slow because there isn't no work. The work is out there. We just got to get in front of it. That's simple. The work is always the waste, the trash is out there. We just got to get in front of it. It's enough to go around for everybody. JB3, what's up, man? Has lawn care. What part of Virginia you in? I'm in Virginia too. Yeah, man. Y'all, y'all link up and work together. I always support that. Haters gonna hate. Yes, sir. Mocha Missile Time. Yes, sir. Yep, haters gonna hate for sure. Your trailer was 1,300. How much it cost you to build? Roughly around $1,000. Does your truck have commercial plates? Um, no, I just have regular plates. Hot Shot Benny here. I know nothing about this business, but it's dope. You showing people a different way to make a living. Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate that. Uh, Hey, Hot Shot Benny's real dope, man. I don't know if he know this, but I'm gonna follow a Hot Shot Benny. The reason why I started following Hot Shot Benny is because he got that damn Ram 3500, and they do hot shotting. So I'm looking into like the 3500, and I have no intentions with hot shotting, but I love them Rams 35s for sure. So y'all go check Hot Shot Benny out if y'all into like hot shotting, CDL, um, and that type of stuff like that. How to start hot shotting. I would definitely send your emails. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for this information in Texas, trying to get started. Congratulations, man. Good luck. Just stay consistent. Just keep going, stay consistent. And if things are slow, just keep putting in work. Don't quit. If you stay in this business and you put in the work, I promise you will be successful. Do not quit. Do not give up. Would you ever put a permanent roof over your dumpsters? No, I would not. I don't see the point. Why would I? I posted my first egg on Craigslist, and I'm about to go make a Facebook post. Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck. Make sure you post pictures. People love pictures when you post on Craigslist and Facebook. So even if you gotta go park your dumpster somewhere, if you haven't had your first customer, and get a stock picture or get a regular picture, just people love pictures. Always take pictures of every single customer so you can have those in your files every time you need to make a post. I rent your dumpsters. I give you 200 plus McDonald's. That's funny. Most YouTubers talk like this industry is easy. I have serious doubt about it. Working out around here and winging is the best. Find it out to seniors. I'm in South Virginia too. Yes, man. This business is difficult. It's easy to start. Somebody asked me recently. Somebody asked me like, man, are you concerned that this business is so easy to start that it would get flooded with competition? Absolutely not, because it's difficult to keep and it's difficult to maintain. you know, because it's you got to go out there and put yourself in front of the work. The work is not going to find you. You got to find the work, and that's the most difficult part about this business. Like, is it's advertisement. You always got to think about, how can I get out there? How can I get out there? How can I get to the people that need my service? How can I get in front of them? And that's difficult. That's not an easy thing to do. If anybody tell you it is, they straight up lying to you. Anybody tell you that you can get in this business and make 20K a month, and without putting in no work, without paying advertisement fees, without putting up yard signs, without having an online presence, without being in business for some time, they lying to you. Does your county state require commercial plate on your truck since you're using it for business? Nah, they don't. Not in my county, they don't. How do you dump? Do you take it out yourself? Sometimes the dump fee is $30 if I remove it myself. If they pull it out, it's 95. Yes, I have some pictures. Yep, yeah, man. Just post some pictures and you'll be good. I'm going to do this. Might go incorporate it because I have a few different services. Hey, whatever fits your business, Benji. If that's what you got to do, whatever fit. Where do you park your dumpsters when they're not being rented? In my backyard. Trash is not for everyone. Colt Smith, it's not for everyone. It is absolutely not. It is absolutely not. That flag is awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Pullout fee is insane. I know, man. Tell me about it. It's fucking crazy. Like, you don't charge me 60. They charge me more to pull it than to dump it. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with my city. First of all, the dump fees is already too high to begin with, and then you're gonna charge me more money to pull it off than to dump it. That don't make any sense. That don't make any sense. When the excavator is already up there, that's crazy, man. Don't get me started. What's the biggest size dumpster you can haul on your F-150? I would say anything. I can probably haul about 4,000 pounds, including the trailer and the material. So, but I'm looking for trucks right now. I'm looking for trucks. I'm gonna upgrade my truck real soon. Google Ads learned it from Southside PPC. I'm gonna have to check him out. I never heard of him. Marketing is the most important things you can do. Absolutely, man. That's what's going to get you the business. Marketing for sure. Post on every site: Google Ads, Facebook, Instagram. Yep, man. Just see Speedy, rent my dumpster, Speedy, man. You got it. No wonder you making. No wonder you making the money, man. You got it figured out. That's exactly what you got to do. This business is more than driving a pickup truck and going to the landfill. If you're not in your truck, you should be on your computer and, posting ads and staying relevant, staying relevant. Even if, like, sometimes when I post, I try to think of it like, sometimes the customer may not need a dumpster in that particular moment, but I want to get in front of them so much that when that moment come, my name pop up. So where can I get stickers for dumpsters? Amazon. They charge $70. They charge 75 for the pullout fee, 60 a ton where I'm from. Hmm. Yeah, that's good. Yep, stay on your computer. Yep. The cheat dump has $15 pull fee, $25 to dump under a 10 belt. Only takes construction, yard debris, garbage, transfer. $15 pull out fee is lovely, man. You can't beat that. I'm a female. I have a 2005 GMC. How much can I pull with it? You're the truth. Thank you. So you have a 2005 GMC pickup truck. Don't quote me on this, but I'm gonna say between 4,000 and 5,000 pounds you can pull. Just roughly, just off the basic research I've did on like pickup trucks and towing and my experience. I'm gonna say between 4 to 5,000 pounds, but double check. Just Google your VIN number and your make a model, and it should tell you the exact number. The phone always rings around 9 a.m. to 3. The same thing for me, man. About 9:30 to about 2:30 for me. That's when the phone rings. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all do me a favor, man, and y'all like this live podcast. For the live podcast, the only way YouTube know y'all like it if y'all hit the like button, which is weird to me. But if y'all can just do me that one favor, if y'all notice, I stopped asking for subscribers and all that shit because I don't care about that. I just want to help y'all. I don't care about getting people that's not here. I just care about helping y'all the best I could. So, but if y'all can just do me that favor and hit the like button, and if y'all got any questions, shoot me an email. Follow me on IG. My IG is, you can find all the information on my previous video that I did. You can find my IG. You can find my email, and y'all hit me up if you need anything. I'm more than glad to help y'all out, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I think I got a couple of things dropping this week. Y'all be on the lookout for that, and I will see y'all next week Tuesday. Appreciate it.